What is this? Let me give you just 3 seconds to tell me. 3, 2, 1. Great. Great, great. It's the Great Pyramid of Giza, the Pyramid of Khufu. And now let me tell you some secrets about this Great Pyramid. First thing, that you have here ventilation shaft, like air conditioner now. And here the ground gallery in this area. And the void like a space, like a window here. Here we have the entrance. And you have here stepped construction, like the stairs. Here King's Chamber in this area. And the Queen's Chamber in this part. Now let's talk about some dimensions in the next picture. If I'm gonna talk about a layer of the pyramid, and you have here the hypotenuse, and here this side. So how can you find the angle which is between the hypotenuse and this side? If you don't know, watch that video till the end. Hey guys, how are you doing? Are you feeling good? I hope so. We're still studying trigonometry, and we talked about tan of an angle, for example A, and we talked about sine of an angle, and today we're gonna talk about cosine of an angle. And we said that tan, it's like trois, means the tan equals opposite over adjacent, and sine like sa means sine equals opposite over adjacent. And today we're going to talk about cosine. Firstly, you have to know that cosine, it's written like this, but the abbreviation of it, it's like this. We are saying cosine of A, for example. Let's talk about the first case of cosine of A, for example. If I have here a triangle, right angle triangle, A, B, C, and we have here 4 centimeter and here 5 centimeter, for example, and I'm talking about angle A. I'm asking you to find cosine of A. What are you going to do? You're going to determine the letters. Firstly, you're going to write on these given sides their names. For example, here you're going to write A because this side is adjacent or is neighboring to angle A, and this side is the longest, so it's called H. So cosine is A over H. You have to memorize this formula, so it means adjacent over hypotenuse. So cosine of A equals 4 over 5. Or if you want to write it as a decimal, it's going to be 0.8. The second case of cosine angle A. When I give you angle A and I asked you to find cosine A, all of it. For example, if angle A equals 30 degrees, find cosine of angle A. So only you're going to write it on the calculator. Cosine of A equals cosine 30 equals 0.86 or 87. The third case of cosine of A, that I'm going to give you all of it. Cosine A is given, and I'm asking you to find the angle itself. It's going to be what? For example, if cosine of A equals 0.5, find angle A. So like the previous ratios, we said that we're going to cross cosine by putting under it cosine -1 in both sides. Cross these together. So angle A equals cosine -1 of 0.5, 60 degrees. And of course, if you want to write cosine -1 on the calculator, you're going to write shift, press shift, cosine. The fourth idea of cosine angle A that I'm going to give you two sides. And now I'm asking you to find the angle. For example, you have here a triangle, XYZ, and its right angle at Y. And I give you these sides 7 centimeter and here 10 centimeter. And the question is find angle X. The first thing that you have to mark angle X, then you're gonna write on these sides, the given sides, their names. Here of course is adjacent according to the angle which I'm talking about, and here this is the hypotenuse because it's the longest side. Now find the relation between them. So the relation between them, it's K, which is cosine equals adjacent over hypotenuse. So I'm going to write here cosine what? X, which I don't know it, equals 7 over 10. It's not 10 over 7. 7 because A is first. A is first. And H is second. So now how can I cancel cosine? By writing cosine -1 in both sides. Cross these together. So angle X equals cosine -1 of 7 over 10 equals 45.6 degrees. The fifth idea of cosine, angle A, that I'm going to give you a side and an angle, and your goal to find another side. For example, you have your right angle triangle, A, B, C, and this side is 10 centimeter, and you have this angle 30 degrees, and I'm asking you to find AC. So find AC. Of course, it's a side, consists of two letters, so how can you find this side? Firstly, you have to determine the names of these sides according to the angle which I give you. So here of course it's adjacent and here hypotenuse. Why I didn't find the relation between the hypotenuse and BC? Because he didn't mention anything about BC. And I have the hypotenuse, it's required, and this is given. So I'm finding a relation between the given and the required sides according to the given angle. So it's cosine 30 equals what is first? Excellent, A, which is 10 centimeter, over AC, which is the hypotenuse. Now put here 1. So if you want to find any side, you have to remember the cross multiplication. So AC equals, what is the opposite of AC? Cosine. Put it down in the denominator and put the other numbers in the numerator. 1 times 10. So AC is going to be about 11.5 centimeter. Now let's solve this question according to the given sides. So what is the relation between these two sides? Firstly, this is adjacent because it's neighboring to the angle, and this is the longest side in this triangle, so hypotenuse. Now find the relation between A and H. Excellent is going to be cosine. Cosine what? For example, say here it's A. So cosine of angle A equals A, which is 115 over 187. So cosine -1 in both sides to cross out these together, and here write it again because it's an equation. Now angle A equals cosine -1 of 115 over 187 equals 52 degrees. Thank you for watching.